Okay, for our initial video, I thought it would be useful to go over some of the less common kit components. These are not everything that's in the kit, but these are some of the things that maybe people are maybe unfamiliar with because you haven't used them before. First thing are the specific tools that are in the kits. First one is the bandage scissor, and these are specifically designed to prevent a laceration from occurring while cutting off a bandage from an animal's leg. We've seen it happen a lot before with using just regular home scissors. Second thing is a hemostat. This is mainly used for clamping off blood vessels, or it's very useful for pulling out porcupine quills or stickers, things of that nature. Third thing is a thumb forceps. This is mainly used for tissue handling if your dog allows you to suture up or staple up the wound, which we'll talk about that in a second. It is used for that. Also very useful for pulling out things from eyes and wounds and things of that nature. Over-the-counter medications that I've included in the kit. Once again, it's important to not rely on these solely for treatment of your animal, but it's good in the case that you don't have access to a vet. Antihistamines, good for allergic reactions. Pepto-Bismol, good for diarrhea, upset stomachs, and also vomiting. And then buffered aspirin, good for acute pain relief. Once again, though, we don't want to use these as a sole treatment. Skin stapler, if your animal will allow it, which a lot of them will. Useful for closing wounds in a hitch in case you don't have access to a vet for a day or two. Activated charcoal. This is something that a lot of people always ask me for. This is used in the case that your animal ingests something poisonous. You actually make them eat this, and it helps absorb the toxins and move it through their system. These are silver nitrate sticks, and I don't know if you can see them, but these are for torn toenails, and if you trim the toenails too short, that's what we use them for, and it actually stops the bleeding. And then just some other things, just the bandage material, just in general. We'll go over bandaging here in a second, but this is just your general bandage material. I've included a first aid book. This is just really short and to the point, but it also takes away the need for indexing something and having to look it up when you're already upset about something going on with your animal. And then these three things are just for wound treatment. Betadine and sterile saline for flushing out wounds, and then hydrogen peroxide. This is mainly used to make your dog vomit, and once again in the case they eat something poisonous.